Movie Variant Showdown. Each and every week, I choose a different representative of a movie property, whether it be a case cover, a movie character, a movie poster, and I put it up against other representatives, other variants of that property representative. And this week on Movie Variant Showdown, I will be looking at the Lost Boy case covers. That's it, the Lost Boy movie, the vampire movie from the 80s, starring Kiefer Sutherland. The superb movie, by the way. I love that movie. But basically, it's getting a re-release on 4K and Blu-ray in September. I thought this is a good time to look at the case covers. So today I've got the DVD case cover, I've got the Blu-ray case cover, and I've got the two 4Ks that are coming out, the standard 4K release and the limited edition exclusive release from HMV as well. So let's start this off. Let's start off with the DVD cover of The Lost Boys. Fairly standard. I've got this one. I've got the DVD in my collection, this particular one. And it's got like the red background. You've got pretty much all of the main cast here featured. And it's I like it because it's it doesn't show that they're vampires, but it kind of looks like an 80s crowd, and they just look cool, these guys on the sort of look here. And you've got like the guy at the front with the shades on. It's nothing spectacular. You've got the text at the bottom of The Lost Boys. Very small text, I must say. I like the look of it. Look, it's nothing special, but I like it because of knowing the characters. I just like the look of this, just seeing all that. And I like Kiefer Sutherland there in the background, in the middle, kind of looking all sort of like kind of not angry, like mischievous. He looks a bad boy in this. And yeah, it's I do like, even though it's kind of like a pretty plain cover, I do kind of like that cover. So that is the DVD. Let's move on now to the Blu-ray of this. So the Blu-ray, gotta be honest, I've never seen this Blu-ray cover before. I mean, surely if you've got a Blu-ray collection, this is probably more noticeable to yourself. You probably know this cover more. But the Blu-ray cover, let's talk about it. We've got yellow text at the top, so a very different type of text than I've seen before. And then you've just got like a cartoon image of the face of a vampire with the teeth the white fangs showing very significantly, and then the face is in like a red color to obviously signify blood. I think the red and the yellow blends really well, but I think it's kind of like, yeah, here looking at this, I think the best thing about this I can say is it's a vampire movie because of the fangs. That makes sense, and in that sense, if you don't know what Lost Boys is, you see this cover on a shelf, you're like, oh, this is a vampire movie. So that makes sense. I kind of like, I dig that. That's pretty cool. But it doesn't have any of the main cast on it, on the cover, and I feel like that's kind of like a missed opportunity. But I don't mind this. I don't think it's the worst. I'll be honest with you, looking at these two, I still like the DVD cover over the DVD and the Blu-ray. I think the DVD, just seeing the whole cast, I just think it looks better, even though it's not super artsy, whereas this is a bit more artsy. But yeah, I don't think it's the worst cover in the world, but I do prefer the DVD so far. Now let's move on to the standard 4K that is coming out, standard 4K, and it's got Blu-ray included as well. As I said, this is coming out next month. It's available everywhere by the sounds of it. This is not the HMV exclusive one. So the Lost Boys 4K. And this is, I do like this. I think this is pretty cool. I think this is a pretty cool cover. Very different text again. You got first of all, it's the scene where they're all hanging off the bridge when like the train goes past, and they're all then they all drop, and then they start floating in the movie. Not a big spoiler for the movie. It's not spoiling the movie for you, but I like the text of Lost Boys. It kind of like, it shows the tracks, and then it kind of like blends in with the tracks, like it's as if it's like part of the tracks in this red lettering. And then you've got the silhouettes of the characters, like the black silhouettes with the moon in the background, and then you've got them blue colours. I think it looks amazing. I really do like this cover. I think it looks brilliant. I think it's a well put together cover. So far, I'll be honest with you, all three of these covers have been decent covers so far. And I gotta be honest with you, the Blu-ray, the 4K, this one here wins it over the DVD and the Blu-ray so far. So the 4K, standard 4K for me is winning at this point. I do really like this cover. I think it's a really well put together cover. I like it. This would make a great movie poster on the wall. Anyway, now let's move on to the final release of The Lost Boys, and let's move to the 4K. It's called the Cine Edition 4K, and it's got like a big set. It's got like posters and stuff included. And this has got Kiefer Sutherland's character on the front cover in like a anime style, and it's like half of his face is covered. You've got that text in kind of like a spray paint text. You've got like a sun. It looks like a sun behind him, like a yellow, like a sun behind him. And then you've got like the fur, the carnival, the city landscape at the bottom. It's like you can see all the fairground rides at the bottom in like an orange color, and then you've got like the black surrounding backgrounds. Wow, this is tough. I mean, choosing between these two new covers, the 4K standard and this 4K HMV exclusive one, is pretty tough. I'm kind of lost for words because I think these are both brilliant covers, and God, this is a tough one. I think this is the first time on Movie Variant Showdown where I'm kind of like scratching my head a bit. I'm going to go, though, for my gut. I'm going to trust my gut, and I'm going to go for the 4K, standard 4K, over the HMV exclusive. I do like that HMV exclusive. I think it's probably my second favourite, but I do like the 4K standard. I think it's just that it's a moment in the movie that I always remember, and just to see that scene, I like it. The only thing I would say against it is it doesn't look like a vampire movie. But I think this works for someone who enjoys the movie already, who knows the movie, who knows that scene. And if you know that scene, you know it's Lost Boys. So that's coming from a point of view of seeing the movie already. That's why I like this cover. I think it's very good. I think the Blu-ray would be the most significant for someone who's never seen the movie, and that would be more eye-catching because you see the vampire movie. But I'm going to go with the 4K, of the standard 4K of The Lost Boys, as the winner of today's Movie Variant Showdown.